My dear child, you know that feeling when someone is thinking of you even before they call. When your heart starts racing without reason and suddenly your eyes feel heavy as if they're carrying memories that don't belong to this world. That, beloved, is not random, it's not just chance, it's divine communication. And tonight something is reaching for you, not from earth but from the heavens above. Something holy, something powerful, something hidden until now. Before I share the whole truth, I ask just one thing: don't skip this. This message isn't here to stay forever, it will vanish in minutes. If you walk away again, it may never come back. Your eyes aren't only windows to your soul, they are mirrors reflecting a deeper truth. Archangel Michael says, 3 angels in heaven are speaking about your eyes. Something is about to shift forever, open this before it begins. Heaven has been whispering your name over and over again. God is gently watching you. But Michael is weeping, not with sadness but with urgency. He says your eyes have already been touched by a signal from above, a wave of heavenly vibration meant to prepare you for an awakening. One that begins with something you can't quite see yet. You've felt it, haven't you? The strange change in your vision lately. The unexpected tears that come for no reason. The dreams that feel more real than waking life. The flickers of light that seem to dance before your eyes like something or someone is trying to appear. Beloved, this isn't your imagination. This is the veil between worlds becoming thin. Michael has been ordered by God Himself to tell you the truth you weren't allowed to hear until now. Because your eyes are no longer ordinary. The 3 angels assigned to you have seen the shift happening inside your spirit. They are preparing you for what's coming. Something rare, something that cannot be undone. You are not just being seen. You are being chosen. But chosen for what? Let me tell you gently, with love and with power, your eyes are about to see what others cannot. And if you ignore this when the moment arrives, you will miss it completely. Those who went before you, your loved ones in heaven, have gathered. A circle was formed. A heavenly meeting was called. Your name was spoken 3 times in the light. One of them, the one you miss most, the one you still cry for in silence, begged for this message to reach you. They knew your mind might want to skip it. But they trusted your soul would stay. They believed in you because your soul is a gate and your eyes are the door. Michael is not here to frighten you. He is here to wake you. He says, the light that is meant to change your future forever is already near you. But it will only reveal itself if your eyes open through your heart. Beloved, hear this: God still has plans left undone with you. He is not finished. He is not done blessing you. He is not done loving you. But this time He is watching closely. Are you still listening? The next 3 days hold something that will feel impossible, almost unreal. And only you will see it. Only your spirit will recognize it. Only your eyes will unlock it. Why do you think your sleep has been restless? Why do you think your dreams are filled with symbols, strange colors, voices you can't explain? Why do memories from the past keep rising, old photographs, names you thought you forgot, faces you haven't seen in years? Beloved, that is not nostalgia. That is prophecy. You are at the center of it. Heaven has been waiting for this exact moment. But Michael warns, the moment itself will not wait forever. Right now your body is here in this world, but your vision is waking to another realm. That is why the angels are so desperate to reach you. They are not only warning you, they are showing you. Showing you something miraculous, something hidden, something that will turn your path in a new direction. And here is what many fail to see: miracles do not always shout in bright light. Sometimes they begin in silence, in symbols, in quiet shifts that most overlook. Those who ignore these signs lose the miracle forever. Michael says, your miracle is not far away. It's already here. But your eyes must open now before time runs out. You weren't supposed to find this message. You weren't supposed to know your vision carries blessing. Yet here you are. You stayed. You paused. And heaven is smiling because of it. God is whispering, she stayed, he stayed, they are listening. Michael says, the three angels have cleared your path. A vision is coming soon. At first it will flicker. Then a shadow. Then a familiar face, one you know though you can't explain how. Then the message will be delivered. But only to you. Only if you let it in. Only if you do not skip this moment. You think you're just watching a video. But no, heaven is weaving you into its blueprint. Right now a new truth is forming around your eyes. The Holy Spirit is awakening a gift inside you, a gift long asleep. The gift of seeing what others cannot. To sense what others ignore. To recognize lies before they're spoken. To see through darkness into light. To feel your name spoken in secret. To know when love is on its way before it knocks. To recognize what is yours long before it reaches your hands. This is why Michael is urgent. Because if you let this slip, the moment will fade. And what will remain? Silence, delay, heavy questions without answers. But if you open your soul now, you will never have to wonder again. Because from tonight your eyes will begin to see what was hidden all along. Michael says, God has waited long enough. The time has come, beloved. And before he continues, he asks you to declare it now: I am ready to see, I will not miss this, I claim my vision. Yes, heaven hears you. And because you spoke it, the angels are rejoicing. The gates are unlocking. The vision has already begun to move toward you. Beloved, in the next 24 hours your eyes will witness 3 small signs. A flicker in the corner of your vision, a name that seems to appear again and again, a sudden flash of light when no lamp is on. Do not dismiss them. These are confirmations that heaven is aligning your vision with your destiny. God says, the things that were hidden are now being revealed. The truth that was once blurred is becoming sharp. Your spirit has been stretched, broken, humbled, but also strengthened for this very moment. What once made you doubt yourself will now serve as proof of your divine calling. Your tears were never wasted. Every silent prayer, every restless night, every time you thought no one noticed, heaven was watching. Michael says, your waiting was not in vain. Your vision is now sacred, chosen, refined by the fire of what you survived. And have you wondered why lately the world feels heavier, why you sense things others ignore? It's because your sight is carrying more than before. You are seeing into places hidden from natural eyes. You're not just perceiving, you're discerning. That sudden unease around certain people, that strong pull toward others, this is heaven's language. Beloved, don't second-guess yourself. The same sight that reveals pain also reveals promise. Archangel Michael says, "The three angels with you are not simply visiting, they are assigned to you. One is protecting your home, filling it with peace you haven't felt in years. Another is working through your relationships, bringing old truths to the surface. And the third, this one stands behind you ready to unveil a door you thought was permanently closed. That door will not reopen to the past, it will open to the future you've been praying for." God says, "Do not be afraid of what you see. You have feared visions, feared dreams, feared knowing too much, but what is being shown to you now is not to harm you but to prepare you. You will know when to walk away before betrayal strikes. You will sense love before the confession is made. You will perceive opportunities before they are announced. This is not imagination. This is the gift of sight perfected." Beloved, remember how many times you questioned yourself thinking, "Was that real, did I make it up?" Michael says, those doubts are over. You are not imagining. You are remembering. Your soul always knew, but the world tried to make you forget. And now that the veil has lifted, your vision is unstoppable. Pay attention. When you look in the mirror tonight, it won't just be your reflection. Look deeper. A shimmer, a glow, a shape beyond your own. That is heaven's mark. It is not there to frighten you but to seal you. From this night forward your eyes will be marked with recognition. Others will feel it even if they cannot name it. Some will avoid you because your gaze reveals what they hide. Some will draw closer because your eyes reflect the love of God they've been searching for. Michael says, "Do not hide anymore. For too long you shrank your vision to fit small places. You lowered your gaze to not intimidate. You dimmed your own fire so others would not feel exposed. But now heaven commands you to lift your head, open your eyes and walk in your authority. Beloved, the return you've been waiting for is already in motion. The one who once walked away, the one who left you with questions, is turning back toward you. Not by accident, not by chance, but because heaven has stirred their spirit. When they come, the first thing they will do is search your eyes. And what they see will either heal or distance them. That's why this time of preparation is sacred. Fill your eyes with forgiveness, with compassion, with strength. You are not the same as before. Your eyes have seen too much, your soul has endured too much for you to return to what was. These are not ordinary eyes anymore. These are heaven's eyes, blessed with vision to rebuild, to restore, to recognize. Beloved, even the earth itself will feel different under this vision. Colors will look richer, music will sound clearer, conversations will carry hidden meaning. This is what it means to live awake. God says, "You are chosen. You are set apart. Your eyes carry keys that unlock doors others cannot even see. Every gate that was locked, every opportunity that felt out of reach, every prayer that seemed delayed, watch as your gaze begins to open them. Not because of effort but because your vision is aligned with heaven. Beloved, do not fear the chills you feel on your skin, the sudden tears that rise without cause, the moments when the air shifts around you. That is not emptiness, it is fullness. That is not loneliness, it is presence. Those are your angels moving through the room, touching your vision, sharpening your sight. And when your loved ones in heaven draw near, you'll feel them too. They never left you. They walk beside you, whisper into your spirit, guide your steps and remind your soul that you are never forgotten. Michael says, the instruction is clear, in the next 24 hours stay aware. Do not brush off the flickers, the whispers, the signs. Write them down if you must, but honor them. Because your eyes are not just windows anymore, they are gateways. Gateways through which miracles will pass, gateways through which love will return, gateways through which destiny will finally unfold. Beloved, your time has come. The vision you carry is not for the faint of heart. It is for the chosen, the ones set apart by God, the ones who carry heaven's fire in their eyes. And now as you stand on the edge of this new chapter, remember, nothing is the same anymore. What once was hidden is now revealed. What once was broken is now whole. And what once was lost is finding its way back to you through the light in your eyes. Each sign that comes to you is a miracle in disguise, a message written only for your heart to understand. This is why you cannot share it with everyone. Not because it is something to hide, but because this part of your path is sacred, chosen, and not all will see it clearly. And that's all right. Michael says, this is between you, heaven, and the soul that is finally preparing to return. Good you remained. That shows you are ready. Michael smiled because heaven wasn't certain if you'd reach this moment, if you'd let the full message reach your spirit today. In the past you've stopped short, turned away just before the breakthrough, closed your heart when it was about to open. But this time you stayed open, and that was all heaven was waiting for. Now comes what may feel impossible but is already unfolding. Beloved, you are going to witness things others won't. Not illusions, truths that only your awakened eyes will see. Divine order has shifted your vision. A shimmer in the sky. A glimmer across a face. A glow where no light should exist. A quiet figure just at the edge of your sight. At first you'll doubt, but Michael says, don't. You're not imagining. You're finally receiving. This is because heaven made a hidden covenant and your name is part of it. 3 angels, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael, have signed what Michael calls the Vision Covenant. It is a sacred spiritual agreement given only to those with eyes pure enough to hold the unseen truth. And now, beloved, it belongs to you. But this gift carries one requirement: you must not dismiss the signs. They won't roar like thunder. They'll be gentle, holy, almost easy to overlook. A feather at your feet. A flicker of light 3 times in a row. A child speaking words you secretly prayed for. Do not dismiss it. Do not explain it away. Because the moment you recognize it, the shift begins. A truth will be revealed to you, a truth hidden since your childhood. Michael says, there is a memory you buried, but now it rises again, not to harm you but to heal. This is why your vision had to awaken, because soon the one who caused that old wound will look into your eyes again. But this time they won't see pain. They'll see light. They'll see forgiveness. They'll see strength. The very eyes they once tried to break will now shine with the power they feared most. Do you understand what this means? You are stepping into spiritual authority. Your gaze is no longer just for seeing, it's for discerning, for shifting, for commanding blessings into your life through pure belief. And as you use this gift, watch how people respond. Some will be drawn to you like iron to a magnet. Others will look away, unable to meet your eyes. Do not be afraid. Michael says, when your vision becomes divine, darkness cannot stay hidden. Your eyes will expose truth. You will become a mirror that reveals the true intentions of others without a word. And in this stillness, beloved, your next miracle begins. Now Michael wants you to hear something very important, something you once asked God in silence. You whispered, "Why was I left behind?" Michael answers, "You were never left. You were preserved." If you had walked forward with those who abandoned you, your vision would have stayed asleep. You would still be dimming your light just to belong in places never meant for you. But now your eyes are too bright for those old rooms. And God is preparing new spaces, new faces, new miracles designed for the light you carry. Your vision has already been given access to glimpse them, but you must remain awake. Over the next 3 nights your dreams will intensify. These are not dreams, they are instructions. Pay close attention. Write them down. Notice who appears, because one of those faces will step into your life in waking reality. But only if you stay watching, only if you believe. Now listen closely. There is someone from your past, someone you once loved deeply, who is still bound to you. Recently you felt them. Heard their voice echo in your mind. Seen their name in unexpected places. Felt a presence near you though no one was there. Yes, that is them. They are watching, waiting, searching for the way back. They don't know how to reach you, so heaven has decided that your eyes will recognize them before your mind even understands. This is your next miracle, recognition. You will enter a space and something within you will shift. Your heart will beat faster. Your gaze will lift. And your awakened eyes will lock onto someone. In that instant you will know. That is the soul who has been carrying thoughts of you. That is the one God allowed to return. Not just for love but for healing. And when they speak, the first thing they'll say is simple but undeniable, something about your eyes feels familiar. That's the moment where it all begins, the place where everything turns around. Archangel Michael whispers, "Let it happen. Don't resist, don't run, don't argue. Just allow it. Because you, beloved, have been chosen to see what others cannot. Your eyes are the ones destined to witness the miracle that only heaven can reveal. You will be the voice that declares, I felt it before it came, I saw it before anyone else, I knew it before it ever appeared. That is your power, your blessing, and it begins tonight. Now breathe deeply. Michael is here, still with you, still watching. Though you cannot fully see him yet, the veil will soon lift. Already he has placed a sign in your space. It was small, a flicker of light, a reflection, a gentle glow that you dismissed as nothing. But it was him. His message was simple, do not give up. You're standing too close to break through. Heaven is shifting everything in your favor. The atmosphere is changing, the veil is thinner, and so are you. Your being is being reshaped, your energy elevated. But Michael says, the most sacred part is just now being revealed. You've been told lies about your identity. Now God wants to show you the truth through your very own eyes. This was never meant to be hidden, but enemies feared the day you discover it. That's why your vision was attacked, emotionally, spiritually, even physically. Because if you ever looked into the mirror and truly saw yourself, the chains would fall away. And beloved, they are falling now, piece by piece. Your past is loosening its grip. Pain is softening. Regrets are dissolving. For God is restoring not just memory of the mind but memory of the soul, the remembrance of who you really are. You are a light bearer, a chosen vessel, a seer of beauty, clarity and protection. That's why your eyes have carried more tears than others. That's why you've sensed things before they unfolded. That's why people called you too sensitive, unable to understand that you were spiritually awake. Michael says, those who mocked you did so because they could not recognize what heaven had placed inside. But the time has arrived. They will now see, and it will be through your gaze. Your eyes carry the frequency of heaven. Pay attention, someone has been struggling to reconnect with you. They've fought pride, fear, and shame. Last night they saw you in a dream, in memory, and their tears finally fell. For the first time they felt the weight of the pain they caused you. Heaven is now pushing them to return, not only to apologize but to finally offer what they withheld, truth, loyalty and love. But your sight must stay open. This person may look the same, yet they are not who they were, and neither are you. Michael warns, do not let the old version of you make decisions anymore. The self that doubted, that accepted less, that ignored divine nudges, that self no longer exists. You are no longer fragile. You are faithful. With awakened eyes you won't chase those who were never meant to stay. Your soul will now hunger only for what heaven approves. And heaven is preparing more than anything your past could ever hold. Michael takes it deeper still, you've been chosen to see what others refuse to confront. Secrets will be revealed. Truths will be shown. Revelations will be handed to you. Carry them with wisdom, not reaction. These are not for gossip, these are divine intelligence. Over the next 14 days you'll notice them in faces, in dreams, in signs. They are steps for your soul's next evolution. Once you embrace them, heaven will move you. Not metaphorically but literally. A relocation is coming to a place you never imagined. You are being summoned there to protect, to gain, to release. Your eyes will act as your compass. Michael says, watch for the door that opens without struggle. That is the one. Not the loudest, not the most logical, but the most aligned. You will know it by how it feels, like light, like peace, like home. Your soul will whisper, I've seen this before. That recognition is proof of your new vision. Michael has one final truth to hand you, the most sacred of all. You've waited all your life to hear this. Don't reject it. Hear it fully. God placed a miracle inside you the day you were born. It has been hidden, dormant, buried under betrayal, rejection, pain and loss. But now your eyes are open and they are ready to see it. And once you see it, nothing in this life will ever be the same again. You will understand why battles tried to blind you. Why heartbreak tried to break you. Why enemies try to silence you. Because what rests inside you is not ordinary, it is eternal. A gift planted by God Himself. This gift will unlock doors that human hands could never open. This gift will draw people who were destined to walk beside you. This gift will protect you from storms and give you strength when the world turns heavy. Michael says, the enemy knew the danger of your vision, and that is why the attacks came. But now the attacks have only proven you cannot be stopped. Your clarity has been restored. Your gaze now carries heaven's fire. Your eyes will no longer see through fear but through promise. And every promise of God over your life will come to pass. Beloved, tonight is the turning. This is the unveiling. What you thought was broken inside you was only sleeping. What you thought was lost is returning in a greater form. The miracle is not coming, it is here, it is within you, and now your awakened sight will finally recognize it. And heaven says, do not question this release, do not doubt this freedom, for it is real. What once weighed you down has been lifted. The heaviness you carried for years is no longer yours to bear. A supernatural exchange has taken place, your sorrow traded for strength, your fear for courage, your confusion for clarity. This is the blessing you have been unknowingly preparing for, beloved. Every tear, every unanswered prayer, every delay was aligning you for this unveiling. Now as you step forward, understand this, your vision is not just for you. God says, the fire in your eyes is meant to guide others out of their own darkness. You may not even realize it, but people will begin to lean on your presence without asking. Strangers will sense peace when you enter the room. Old wounds and others will begin to heal simply because your gaze carries light. This is not accidental, it is divine assignment. Archangel Michael says, guard this new sight. Protect it as you would protect the most precious treasure. Do not allow the noise of the world to distract you. Do not let old doubts cloud what has been made clear. What you see now is heaven's truth, and truth cannot be taken from you unless you hand it away. And beloved, you will not hand it away this time. You have come too far, endured too much, waited too long. You may notice in the days ahead that familiar faces react strangely. Some will pull closer, magnetized by the glow within you. Others may withdraw, unsettled by the shift they cannot explain. Do not fear either response. Both are confirmation. The ones meant for your next chapter will recognize you without words. The ones not aligned will quietly fade. That too is protection. And when you question why it feels so intense, remember, heaven does not awaken eyes lightly. This is not a small gift, it is a mantle, a calling, a sacred responsibility. You are no longer who you were yesterday. Even if the world tries to treat you the same, your spirit has been marked, sealed, and set apart. The record keeper has already written it, her vision is restored, his eyes are opened, they have received the fire. Tonight as you close your eyes you will notice your dreams shifting. No longer filled with fragments of fear, they will carry direction, clarity, and instruction. Pay attention. What seems like symbols are divine blueprints. That door you see, that person who appears, that number that repeats each is a signpost. God says, I will speak to you in ways that bypass the mind and land directly in the heart. And your awakened sight will understand what others would dismiss. Archangel Michael says, do not shrink from this knowing. Do not apologize for seeing deeper than others. This is your gift, not your burden. Where others see endings, you will see beginnings. Where others see coincidence, you will see divine order. Where others see rejection, you will see redirection. Beloved, this clarity is your armor now. And so as you walk into these next 3 days of activation, stay soft but stay alert. Every moment matters. The ordinary will carry the extraordinary. That delayed message, that sudden invitation, that unexpected encounter, none of it is random. Heaven is weaving, aligning, unfolding. The unseen has already shifted in your favor. You may feel a sudden release of emotions, tears, laughter, even silence that feels louder than words. Let it flow. Do not resist. It is your body's way of catching up to what your spirit already knows. You are free. And not just free but chosen. Chosen to see what most never stay long enough to witness. Chosen to carry a light that cannot be put out. Michael whispers again. Your eyes are now guarded by heaven's flame. No curse can land, no darkness can attach, no deceit can linger. Lies will dissolve before they reach you. Manipulation will fail before it touches you. And truth will find you wherever you go. This is the shield you did not know you were waiting for. This is the covering you prayed for in silence. And now it is yours. Beloved, let this be clear, you are not walking into another cycle of waiting. You are walking into fulfillment. The prayers you thought were ignored are already unfolding. The silence you thought was abandonment was preparation. The pain you thought would break you has birthed you. And heaven is smiling because you finally see. From this day on, your life will not look the same. You will not respond the same. You will not settle the same. You cannot, for your vision has been changed forever. And as you carry this light, as you walk with this fire, know this, every step you take is guided, every breath you breathe is covered, every glance you give is a spark of heaven released into the earth. Archangel Michael says, do not fear what comes next. Do not fear the unknown. You are not walking into shadows, you are walking into the promise. And the promise has already been sealed with fire in your eyes. And so it begins, beloved. The miracle is not coming, it is here. The change is not ahead, it has already started. And you with eyes that burn with truth will never again walk blind. You are the sign. You are the miracle. And heaven is watching, smiling, whispering, it has begun. And that elevation wasn't something you earned by struggle or force. It was something chosen for you, written before time began. God says, this shift is not about striving, it is about receiving. It is not about proving, it is about accepting who you have always been in my design. You are stepping into alignment, beloved, and alignment means doors swing open without you even lifting a hand. You are not climbing ladders anymore, you are being lifted. Heaven has reached down to carry you, and the world will not be able to explain it. Michael says, this elevation comes with a weight, but it is not the weight of burden, it is the weight of glory. You may feel pressure, but that pressure is evidence of the oil being released over your life. The same oil that anoints kings and queens, the same oil that sets apart prophets and healers is now flowing through your spirit. And because of it even silence will speak for you. Even your stillness will hold authority. You do not need to fight battles the way you once did. The battle is shifting realms. You win now not by hands but by sight, by presence, by the frequency you carry. And beloved, understand this clearly, your presence has become a prophecy. When you step into a room, people will sense answers before you even open your mouth. When you walk down a street, strangers may feel tears rising for no reason. When you speak, your words will cut through confusion like lightning through the sky. That is not by accident. That is heaven's evidence that you are not just walking for yourself anymore. You are walking for every soul connected to your destiny. God says, I have hidden you for a season, but now the unveiling has begun. I covered you not because you were weak but because you were rare. And what is rare cannot be placed in careless hands. Now the covering is lifting and the world will see what I have been shaping in silence. Beloved, you were not overlooked, you were protected. You were not forgotten, you were preserved. And now that preservation is about to make sense because the unveiling will reveal a strength you didn't even know you carried. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the attention that comes. Do not shrink back from the recognition that arrives. It is not pride to accept what heaven gives, it is obedience. For the light you carry is not yours alone, it is heaven's. And when heaven shines, darkness has no choice but to scatter. The world will try to explain it away, to call it coincidence or charisma, but you will know it is none of those things. It is presence. It is divine sight. It is the evidence of heaven resting upon your very life. And yes, beloved, with this unveiling comes a separation. Some will walk away. Some will whisper against you. Some will feel threatened by the truth in your gaze. Let them. For they are not rejecting you, they are rejecting the light. And that light is not dimming. It will only grow brighter. You cannot go back to being unseen. You cannot return to being misunderstood. The marking on your soul has shifted your very reality, and what was once normal will never feel normal again. You may find yourself craving solitude more than before. You may find the noise of the world harder to endure. That is not isolation, that is elevation. You are being tuned into frequencies most people cannot hear. Pay attention to the whispers, to the nudges, to the visions that come in your quiet hours. For these are not your imagination, these are instructions, sacred downloads, maps to the future you are about to step into. God says, trust what you see. Do not second-guess the visions I am giving you. If I show you someone's heart, believe it. If I reveal a path, walk it. If I close a door, do not try to pry it open. My sight is not given in vain. Beloved, your new way of living will not be through analysis or endless questioning. It will be through trust. Trust that what you see is what heaven is showing. Trust that what you feel is what heaven is confirming. Trust that your life is being led step by a wisdom beyond your own. Archangel Michael says, you are not late. You are not behind. Everything you have endured has been right on schedule. Even the heartbreaks, even the losses, even the betrayals, they were all part of clearing the path for the sight you now carry. And this sight will redeem every tear. Yes, beloved, nothing was wasted. Every sleepless night, every lonely prayer, every moment you thought no one noticed, it has all been gathered. And heaven is now pouring back what you thought was gone forever, multiplied, sanctified, aligned with purpose. This is why when people meet you now, they will not just meet a person, they will meet an answer. They will meet peace. They will meet clarity. And some will say what you never imagined hearing again: I feel safe with you, I feel seen by you, I feel like I've known you forever. Do not dismiss these words. They are confirmation. They are heaven's way of reminding you that your sight was never just for you. It was for the lost soul, the wandering heart, the desperate prayer waiting for an answer. And you, beloved, are that answer. Your life will now be marked by divine appointments. Conversations that change everything. Encounters that feel like destiny. Letters and messages that arrive right on time. It will not be random. It will not be luck. It will be alignment, the fruit of your awakened sight pulling your future toward you. You will begin to notice how what you once chased now finds you. The opportunities, the relationships, the resources, the guidance, they will come not because you begged but because you became the sign. And beloved, this sign is permanent. This awakening is irreversible. You will never go back to blindness. You will never again question whether you are chosen. The evidence will be too strong. The confirmations will be too many. The visions will be too clear. You have been marked, and that marking is eternal. Archangel Michael says, "She has seen, he has witnessed, they are chosen. And chosen ones cannot be unchosen. No matter what is said against you, no matter who doubts you, no matter what storms arise, this vision will hold." So tonight, as heaven watches, as angels surround you, as your reflection becomes a mirror of miracles, remember this: you are no longer who you were. You are no longer unseen, unheard, unloved. You are seen. You are heard. You are loved. And above all, you are awakened. Carry this truth gently but boldly. Walk in it quietly but firmly. For from this moment forward your sight belongs not only to you but to every soul heaven places in your path. And with every step remember, you are not walking alone. Heaven walks with you. Always. And beloved, what you are stepping into is not temporary, it's eternal. The shift within you is not just for this season but for every season ahead. Heaven has marked you, sealed you, and prepared you for this unfolding. That's why the old cycles couldn't keep you anymore. That's why the chains fell even when it felt like you would never be free. Because your spirit outgrew the prison. Your faith outgrew the cage. And now you walk not as someone waiting for release but as someone already crowned with release. God says, "Every hidden seed I placed in you is ready to bloom. Every gift that was once buried under fear will now rise. And nothing, not even the doubts of others, can stop what I have ignited inside you." Michael says, "Walk gently but walk boldly. Do not shrink to make others comfortable. Do not dim to fit into spaces too small for your light. You are not called to blend in, you are called to stand out, to shine, to remind others of what heaven looks like in human form." And yes, some will question it. Some will whisper. Some will even try to distort your story. But your life itself is the answer. The peace that surrounds you, the clarity in your eyes, the quiet confidence in your steps, it all speaks louder than words. You don't need to argue. You don't need to defend. God has already defended you, and the results will reveal themselves in ways even you couldn't imagine. Do you feel it? The weight is gone. The heaviness you carried for years has lifted. You may not even notice it fully yet, but soon you'll look back and realize you don't ache the way you once did. The sleepless nights, the unanswered questions, the silent battles, they no longer hold authority over you. You are lighter now. You are freer now. And this freedom is not fleeting, it's permanent. God says, I am sending people who see you. Not the version of you that was broken, not the image others tried to project onto you, but the true you. They will honor you. They will speak life into you. They will add, not take. And when they arrive, you'll know, because their presence will feel like peace, not pressure. Michael says, get ready. What's next is not just survival but overflow. Overflow of love, overflow of opportunities, overflow of joy. It will feel strange at first because you've been trained by pain to expect the opposite. But lean in. Trust it. Don't sabotage the blessing by doubting it. You have been prepared for this. Now you are ready to receive. And beloved, this is the shift. You're no longer running after things. Things are now running after you. You're no longer begging doors to open. Doors are swinging wide before you. You're no longer searching for scraps of love. Love in its truest, purest form is searching for you. The river has indeed turned, and with it your story has turned. You will look around and see signs everywhere, numbers aligning, conversations confirming, unexpected encounters guiding you. Pay attention. These are not coincidences. These are coordinates. Heaven is mapping your path step by step, ensuring that you will not miss what's yours. And when the blessing arrives, it may not sparkle in the way the world expects. It will not come wrapped in noise. It will come wrapped in stillness. It will come with a quiet certainty that says, this is it, this is mine. And you will know, because your spirit will recognize what your mind cannot explain. God says, I am turning every hidden tear into visible testimony. I am taking every silent sacrifice and making it your loudest song. I am rewriting the ending of stories others thought were over. What looked like loss was actually preparation. What felt like rejection was divine protection. And what seemed delayed was only perfectly timed. Michael says, hold steady. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to anchor. Anchor in faith, anchor in truth, anchor in vision. Because the winds of change are blowing, and they are blowing in your favor. And beloved, the favor that rests on you now cannot be stolen. It cannot be manipulated. It cannot be reversed. What God has spoken, no voice on earth can silence. What heaven has released, no hand can withhold. So now you rise, not in arrogance but in assurance. Not in pride but in purpose. You rise because you finally see what was always true: you were never forgotten, never forsaken, never abandoned. You were chosen. You were carried. You were kept. And as you rise, watch how life itself rearranges around you. Watch how people begin to treat you differently. Watch how opportunities start aligning in your favor. Not because you forced it, but because you flowed with heaven. This is what surrender looks like. This is what divine alignment feels like. Beloved, this is not the end of your story. This is the unveiling. The chapter that was hidden, the chapter heaven saved for now. And as you step into it, remember this: your vision has changed, your heart has healed, your spirit has matured. Nothing can take that from you. Nothing can undo what heaven has already done. So keep your eyes lifted. Keep your heart soft. Keep your hands open. Because what's coming is not just for you, it's for everyone connected to you. Your light will guide them. Your story will free them. Your transformation will remind them of their own. And as heaven moves, as angels align, as doors open, you will finally understand why the wait was so long, why the silence was so heavy, why the process was so painful. Because the weight of what you're about to carry required the strength of who you've become. The miracle is not only in what's arriving. The miracle is in you. And the world is about to see it. And now those very eyes will carry you into a future written long before you arrived here. What you once thought was lost has only been transformed, prepared to return in a purer form. The heaviness is lifting and your spirit is lighter, freer, ready to walk in places you once feared to step. Archangel Michael says, "Do not shrink back now. This is the hour where faith becomes sight, where what you felt in the dark will be seen in the light. You will not stumble as before. Your path is being cleared, each step guided, each choice covered in grace. Trust the rhythm of heaven, for it never misses a beat." God says, "I have preserved you for this very moment." What once looked like delay was the perfect timing of destiny. So breathe deep, beloved. The story is not ending, it is only beginning. Walk forward with these awakened eyes, for the promise is unfolding before you. Amen.